Okay, so it's time for the review for the part two of the Married to Medicine season 4 reunion. Now, let me just tell y'all before I just get into the whole damn thing. This part of the reunion was the best one. I thoroughly enjoyed this one more than I enjoyed the first one. The first one was pretty good. But I will say that this season of Married to Medicine has probably been better than the season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can honestly say that. Married to Medicine has been on fire. I like most of the cast members except for Lisa Nicole and Mariah and Dr. Heavenly. But at the end of it all, they're more enjoyable to watch. It's not as perverted and disgusting as the Real Housewives of Atlanta has turned into. So yeah, but let's just get into the review. So we're gonna open it up with the shade that Mariah throws at everybody. And I've been saying from day one, since the season started, Mariah, when it comes down to Quad, she has a lot of shade to throw. She called her Miss Potato Head. She called her every damn thing. And honestly, I do feel like in a way she does try to be a bit malicious with her shade. That's just my personal opinion. I know that a lot of people love Mariah and they think that Mariah don't do no wrong. They think that she's God and that she's Jesus and that can't nobody say nothing about her. But at the end of the day, Miss Mariah Ann, and I say Mariah Ann because she looked like a damn Ann. She looked like an old ass woman with no edges. At the end of the day, and when she talking about pillows is bad for your edges, I feel like she done had way too many pillows on hers. But you know, whatever. But I do feel like when it does come down to Quad, she has a lot to say, and Quad has thrown a little bit of shade at Mariah, but it ain't been as heavy. She hasn't laid it on thick with her shade this season towards Mariah like Mariah has with her. And I think that she goes the hardest on Quad because I think she misses their friendship and she's still hurt by a lot of things that may have transpired that a lot of us really don't know much about. Now, do we? We really don't know what really happened between them. A lot happened off screen that we really don't know about. And you know, Heavenly said that she feels like Mariah is jealous of Quad. She came on the show, came into the group, and everybody liked her more than Mariah. They all chose Quad over Mariah. And that's pretty much that. And you know, I don't know if it's a jealousy thing, but I do feel like Mariah feels some kind of way. Because at the end of the day, she always had this God-like complex. Like, I'm the queen bee and I'm this and I'm the lead actress and I'm the lead vocalist of the group and everything like that. Like, she was just the Beyonce to the group. And, you know, Quad was her Kelly. And she wanted it to stay that way. And, you know, she was happy with Quad being her mouth, you know, being second best to her. I do feel like that's what she wanted, that's what she liked. And all in all, that's just what it was. And that's just what I feel. So I kind of do agree with Heavenly on that particular instant. I don't know if she was particularly jealous of Quad, but I do think that she feels some kind of way about Quad and her presence in the group. Now, as far as her situation with Simone, I'm not gonna lie, that shade about the rabbit, about the bunny rabbit, and it ain't Easter and all of that. Now that was fucking funny. I'm sorry, but it was fucking funny. It was. I cannot take it away. That was fucking funny. But I would never but I will say this. Simone has a tendency of being very high school and being a mean girl. I will agree with that. She does have the tendency of voting people out of groups. She has a tendency of taking sides all the fucking time without just staying out of shit. I do love Simone, but she can be a bit childish and a bit catty when it comes down to things like that. So I do feel where Mariah's coming from because, you know, Simone did take Quad's side over hers. And if she was really good friends with Mariah, as she said she was, there wouldn't have been no side to choose. She just could have just stayed out of this shit. That's how I feel. So then we get into Jackie and Mariah. They discuss their issues, and it was pretty obvious that there is some shade between Jackie and Mariah. It's pretty clear that it is. You know what I mean? Because I could just look at Mariah and tell that when she's around, no, I can look at Jackie and tell that when Mariah is around, she can't fucking stand her presence. I've always felt like Jackie really wasn't here for Mariah. And you know, I don't think that Mariah was really here for Jackie. And you know, at first a lot of people was like, you know, Jackie is a Mariah hater. And at first I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying because I didn't believe that. But just looking at the show now, I do think that there is a little disdain for Mariah coming from Jackie. I really do believe that. And it may be because Mariah has this godlike complex. Like, honestly, all these ladies on this show ain't perfect, but my problem with Mariah, because I've never liked Mariah. I didn't like her first season. Let me just keep it 100. I was always team quiet, team quiet, team quiet. But with Mariah, I do feel like she has this godlike complex. Like, she feels like everybody should bow down to her. She can be the only one that, crucify people on the cross. She's the only one that can do and say whatever the fuck she wants to. She just act like she's the queen of all things, and she's fucking not. And I'm just over it when it comes down to her. Honestly, if you want to be truthful about it, I'm over it when it comes down to that, because she does have this godlike complex, and she does think that she's more than everybody else, and she does feel like she's superior to everybody, and it's fucked up. And for her, and that just take me back to season 2 when she made that remark when she said, I even brought myself down a couple of notches to make her feel like she was inferior to me. Saying shit like that. Like, you really thought that you were above her and y'all was supposed to be friends? So, nah, bitch. That's why I don't like Mariah. That God-like Napoleon complex that she got. Like, that superior complex is just ridiculous. And that's probably why Jackie don't like her. But I will say that I did agree with Mariah when she say, Jackie, you can be a bit nasty too, and you throw your shade differently than the rest of the ladies. And she does throw her shade differently than the rest of the ladies, and that's why I'm here for it. Honestly, I'm here for it. Like, she can throw her shade in the most educational, doctorified way, and I'm here for it. So the husbands get on the stage, and the first thing that Darren does is that he thanks Andy Cohen for sticking up for him and having his back throughout the whole reunion. And he was like, when you said what you said, it pretty much solidifies everything that I was saying as to why I didn't want to be around these people, because all they ever do is judge me, and all they ever do is talk about me. You know what I mean? And Andy was like, well, you're welcome, and we're going to get right into that in a little bit. So we're going to cut it off right there and go into Jackie and Curtis. Now, Jackie and Curtis, they were having their own marital issues. Now, I think that the biggest chunk of their issues is the fact that Jackie is a workaholic. She doesn't have much time for her husband. And sometimes that can be a big issue in a marriage or a relationship. If you're dating someone, if you're in a relationship with someone, if you're married to somebody and you want their time and you don't get their time, that can be a problem in a relationship. You can't be in a relationship and not have no time for the relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like you can't be out there in a relationship and not have no time for your partner. You know what I mean? And quality time is a big thing in a relationship. You're supposed to spend time. I know you're going to have times where you want to be alone, but you can't always not have time, because when you don't have time, you get further and further and further and further apart. It don't matter how much love you got for somebody. The relationship breaks off when you decide that you don't have no time. And I think that's what it is. And I do think that Jackie and Curtis will work through their issues. They've been married for way too long for them not to be able to work through their issues. That's how I feel. So then Mariah, Aiden, Dr. G, and Quad, they discussed the situation with the party. And Mariah felt very shaded when Quad gave her that $50 for gas. But Quad said, I know it was a long drive outside of Atlanta, honey, so I didn't want to be rude and not give you no money for gas. You didn't drive all the way up here only to not come to the party. It was a good gesture, but at the same time, Quad, bitch, that was shady, because I would have felt insulted myself if you gave me $50 for some fucking gas when I done came my ass out here. But at the same time, Mariah, you were uninvited. She did tell you that that she didn't want you there, but yet you still brought your ass out there. So really, you don't have nobody but yourself to blame. You really just went out there after she told you that she didn't need your presence out there. You should have never came, baby. That's just how I feel. But I hate how the women's drama come between the husbands. But to me, Dr. G and Aiden don't seem to have no problem. So that's all that really matters. So Lisa Nicole, and Darren. Okay, now first of all, Darren confronts the ladies about the situation with him supposedly being gay and them attacking him in the marriage. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest and unbiased. I'm not here for Lisa Nicole and I'm not here for Darren. Now, do I think Darren is gay? I don't know if he's gay. I don't want to say that I think he is. I don't know if he's gay. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Just by the way he acts. He always got to keep on, regurgitating and keep constantly say, I'm not gay, 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 I'm not. You don't have to keep saying this shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep reiterating that you're not gay. Because when you constantly keep saying that, when there's already rumors surrounding your sexuality, you're going to be looked at as gay automatically because you keep on bringing attention to it. If you know you're not gay and you know you don't like no dick and you know you don't like ass like that, fuck it. You don't owe nobody no motherfucking explanation, but I do get why you're on the defense. It was blasted on TV that you was gay. A man came up and said that he fucked you and you said that it wasn't true. And even your big brother came under everybody review and was defending your ass all summer. So I do get it. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I don't get it. I do understand. I do get what you're saying, but I just don't think that you need to keep bringing attention to it. Now, as far as you getting these women together, as far as the shit they've been saying, I understand that. I was here for you getting their ass together. Now, Quad, on the other hand, was getting on my nerves. Picking a fight, being condescending, calling you doll and shit like that. You don't call no straight grown ass man no doll. You don't do that. You talking to him like he a queen. And you knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. You were picking a fight with him. And I'm glad that Andy said that you were picking a fight because you fucking were. And everybody know that I love me some Quad. But at the end of the day, let the man talk. The man ain't been around y'all. The man ain't never had no opportunity to defend himself at the end of the day. That's why he wasn't even at the reunion. He didn't want to be around y'all messy ass, gossipy ass bitches. He didn't want to be around. And honestly, to be quite honest, whether Lisa Nicole and Darren is having relationship issues or not is really nobody's business. And I don't like her, but I do feel like at the end of the day, y'all really need to keep y'all mouth off their business and keep your mouth on your husband's dick. That's just what I think. Because it's really not your business. Who are you to be telling somebody that their business is your business? Y'all are not friends. Y'all don't give a fuck about Lisa like that. You know what I'm saying? So why do y'all feel like it's so necessary for y'all to speak on her marriage? It's her marriage. Whether she's having problems with her husband or not, that's her husband to have the problems with. It's not yours. And I don't want nobody speaking on my motherfucking relationship either. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my relationship is already public and these bitches supposed to be my friends, I wouldn't want nobody speaking on my shit either. So I do understand it. But like Lisa said, she went off on Darren too. She said, stop saying stupid shit on the show. Because if you don't because when you say stupid shit, you give these bitches a reason to come for me. And it's true. You give these hoes a reason to come for this bitch just by the stupid shit that you say. So calm down on that dumb shit. That's all I'm saying. Simone's pain of losing her father. She said that when she first found out that he was missing, that really did something to her. And she already knew that at the end of it all, he wasn't going to be around. She felt like he was already gone. He was already, gone already. That's how she felt. And that's crazy. And, for Simone, Jackie, Quad, and Mariah, they all lost their fathers over the last 2 years. They were able to, put all their bullshit aside and just be there for each other. And that's really all that matters. Quad confronted Mariah about how, people, how she feels, how she acts like she's the victim and how she always make it feel like she's the one that pushed all these women away from her. She doesn't take accountability for her actions, and she doesn't. I mean, Mariah just need to honestly see how she acts. She does act like she's God. I said it the whole review. She acts like she's the queen. But she acts like she is everything and more. And she's not. You cannot be a queen with fucked up edges. You cannot be a queen looking like you belong with Sophia and them on the Golden Girls. You're not a queen. You are Lakeisha. That's who you are. And you need to realize that and stop acting like you're above everybody, because it's really not Quad. It's you and your actions, because I don't want to be around a bitch like you either. Honestly, I hate bitches with that superior complex. You're not superior to me. Because if you were superior to them, you wouldn't be on that couch with them. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's your show. But, a real superior motherfucker will be behind the scenes, telling them what to do instead of sitting on the couch and doing the same bullshit they're doing. So with that being said, you know, I'm done. This was a great season of Married to Medicine. I'm already thirsty for the fifth season. I think they should make Janice a full time cast member on the show. Let us see more with her and Dr. Courtney because I'll be down for it. And just give us more. I don't think they need to get rid of nobody on the show. They can keep everybody on the show because they make it entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's entertaining their own way, even the bitches that I don't fucking like. You know what I mean? And that's just being all the way honest. But this is my review on the Married to Medicine reunion. All of my social media will be at the bottom. And I'm out of here. Till my Salute Saturday and Baywatch and Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm out of here, y'all. Till next time. Peace. I know it's morning by the time y'all see this shit, so good morning.